Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. We got a mailbag coming up on today's show where we are just going to answer questions from subscribers. My guy, Preston Miller, asked me this question, as have multiple people over the last couple of days. Marshall, I know you have a lot of doubt for our run defense this year. I wish I didn't, but I'd have to agree. My question to you is, do you think we should go after Christian Wilkins and reunite him with his best friend, Dexter Lawrence? I don't hear anyone talking about this. I'll share my thoughts on the Giants potentially signing Christian Wilkins coming up in a second, but I just want to open up the comment section to all of you. Do you think the Giants should go out and have Wilkins put pen to paper to join this football team? Type Y for yes, type N for no. All right, Preston, when it comes to the Giants signing Christian Wilkins, it's a very nuanced conversation. He's a hell of a football player. He would be a major boost to this defensive line room. Like, if you could roll out a defensive front of Wilkins, Lawrence, Carter, Thibodeaux, and Burns, it would be the best 5 defensive front any team could put out there. So, yes, if we are strictly talking football, strictly talking pigskin on what goes on in between the white lines, I would do it. But there's also baggage. And it's a murky and smoky situation. There's a reason he was cut from the Raiders besides just being hurt. Adam Schefter, more about Christian Wilkins, who was released by the Las Vegas Raiders on Thursday, kissing a fellow teammate on the head and the teammate taking offense to it. So there's that. Like, I'm going to be honest, I think it's football. Yes. When it comes to all that comes with Christian Wilkins, and I almost feel unfair saying this because we haven't heard his side of the story. I can tell you this much. We have a Raiders show here at Chat Sports, and some of the things we've heard are kind of weird. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But shit, I would love to add him when it comes to being a football player. Because what he did in 2021, 2022, and 2023, that would be a major boost to this Giants defensive line room. And the run defense would take a major step. And the Giants were heavily interested in Christian Wilkins when he was a free agent in 2024. But they elected to trade for Brian Burns instead of him. Good idea. But Wilkins was hurt last year, and he allegedly kissed a teammate in the locker room, and nobody in the locker room liked him. And, yeah. So, look, I don't know if he's going to be signed at all. It just kind of seems like a situation that you should stay away from. Like, there's a reason no other team has signed him yet. And there's a reason that I don't necessarily want him on this team because of everything that's come out. So I'm probably going to say pass on Christian Wilkins. And that's just about all I've got to say about that. Big Time Man's coming in with a super chat. What's up, Brody? Made a bet on Russell Wilson to go over 3,500 yards if he plays 15 games this year. It's a good bet. If Russell Wilson does play 15 games, I think he will throw for 3,500 yards. There's a list for stat in there. Russell Wilson, over 17 games played from last year. And Russ looked good. Like, in his first 6 games with the Steelers, he played really well. That offense was humming, averaging 28.6 points per game. And if Russell Wilson plays 15 games, that means the Giants are winning games because you're not going to continue to play him if the Giants aren't winning. So if he's able to play those games, I think he'll do it. Like, if you scaled out his regular season stats last year over a 17-game season, he threw for 3,800 and 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So I think that, yeah, there's probably a good chance if he plays 15 games, he's going to throw for that many yards. The question is, does he play that many games? I don't know. Because for him to play that many games, that would mean the Giants are having to win a lot of games. And hopefully he does play a lot of games. I mean, the Giants are winning. It's just going to come down to how many games has he played. And I like that you put that in there in your bet to kind of give yourself a little bit of an out on that. My man King Kenya, what's up, homie? Will Slayton or Hyatt have a solid season since we have a quarterback room that can throw the ball? I do. Jalin Hyatt can't be much worse than he was last year. 8 grabs. Like, it was a terrible sophomore season. Partially on him, partially on not getting enough looks, reps, and opportunities. But now he's hurt, and he's only practicing one training camp practice so far as we film this video on Wednesday, July 30th. But I think Darius Slayton could have a really good year. He's consistently been a 600, 700-yard receiver. And he was doing that as a deep threat with Daniel Jones, who is not a deep ball quarterback. Now he's playing with Russell Wilson, who's one of the best deep ball throwers in the NFL. And we know every team's game plan coming in is do not let one beat us. Do not let Malik Neighbors beat us. So you're going to see Darius Slayton get a lot of one-on-one coverage this year with no safety over the top. And he has shown time and time and time again that he can run by somebody. I'm expecting Slayton to have a pretty solid year this year. And if Hyatt can play, I expect him to be good. But you got to get out there and be healthy. Gilly. You see Chapman at fullback? I did. That was really cool. He did a little fullback, played a little fullback at SMU. Giants did a little bit. I saw 1 rep at training camp on an inside run drill in the red zone where he was that lead fullback. Should do great against pass rush and nickel, which I think we're going to see a lot of. I don't know how much fullback he's going to play. I think it could be a special situation type of thing. The Giants offense doesn't really run with a fullback all that often. We haven't seen them keep a fullback on this 53-man roster. Last year, they did the Jakob Johnson thing where he was on the team one game, off the team the other. Then he was on the practice squad. Then he was back on the active roster. Then the practice squad. So maybe see a little bit of it. I don't think it'll be an every game thing. I think it'll be very situational. But for Chapman, showing off some versatility to where he could do more than just be a pass rushing specialist, interior defensive lineman, that's going to increase his chances to make this football team. And it sounds like he might be on his way to doing it for a second year in a row. But, yeah, it was really cool to see him do that. I think I quote tweeted that, and I was like, Travis Hunter who? All jokes. But, yeah, cool to see Chapman out there playing fullback. Joey DeLuca, what's up, my man? Marsh, do you think, like me, the New York Giants will go 10-7 and the playoffs? Do I think they will do that? No, I don't. I think they can. There's a difference there. Like, I'm not going to be shocked if we look up and the Giants are competing for a wild card spot this year. I also won't be shocked if we look up and they're 5-12. I did a record prediction video when the schedule dropped back in May. I think I had them at 7-10 or 8-9. I'll do a new record prediction video after the preseason wraps up. I'm high on this team, man. A lot higher than Vegas, who has their win total set at 5.5. I've already put your mortgage on it that they're going to win more games than that. And Connell, so you better hope that hits, or we'll need a new place to live. 0 for over, U for under, 5.5 wins for the Giants this year. Vegas knows, but sometimes they lose. We'll see. Nope. What up, man? What do we need to see from Dart in the preseason to be confident in him? It's a good question. I would just say get better every drive. Get better every drive. Like, be better your last drive in the preseason than you were your first drive in the preseason. Show growth. And besides that, there's nothing that could make me feel bad about him. Like, if Jaxson Dart comes out and stinks in the preseason, nothing changes for me. Comes up and lights it up in the preseason, nothing really changes either. Like, Russell Wilson is the best quarterback on this team. Russell Wilson gives them the best chance to win games at this moment. I just want to see him get better every snap. Feel more confident. Have the game slow down. And, like, if you're making dumb plays and putting the ball in harm's way early on in preseason, by the end of preseason, show that you've improved and you've learned. And sometimes, and only some, like, you got to learn from experience. And throwing a pick in preseason isn't the end of the world. It's first time going against an NFL defense in a live game. Kind of like the idea of him testing what he could do and what balls he could fit in certain spots. So just get better. Show growth. That's all I need to see. Isaiah Franz, what up? RB1 Scattaboo? Look, man, he has really played well in training camp so far. He was awesome on the first day of pads, got some first-team reps. I do think it is Tyrone Tracy's job. But, like, as the year goes on and the season progresses and the weeks start to stack and the closer we get to week 18, I think we could see a little bit of a shift in the RB carries. Like, I would not be shocked if by the end of the year, Cam Scattaboo is the leading carry getter. Not on the entire season, but, like, on a game-by-game basis. They like him a lot. And he's a good player, man. He runs hard, but he's a damn good receiving back as well. And he's got elite running back vision. Best guy's going to play. And the best guy should play. He should get the most carries. Saya! What up, Beast? Who or what do you think is the weakest link on this team? Defensive tackle. Next to Dexter Lawrence. Defensive. I was going to do a video about Giants' biggest weaknesses after training camp. I think defensive tackle 2 is up there. Roy Robertson-Harris has not looked great. We know what Rakeem Nunez-Roches is. I'm worried about DT2. And I would say also cornerback 2. Like, Deonte Banks has not looked good. I don't think it's a good thing that we're 6 days into Giants training camp and we're still in a position battle between Deonte Banks and Cordell Flott. Flott has looked solid, but I don't love Flott being my starting corner. And Deonte Banks has not looked great to start. So I'd say DT2, corner 2. And those are probably my best stabs at where are the weakest links. Those are the 2 positions that concern me the most. Duncan Walker. Evan Neal to lose the bus tag at guard. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, Duncan. Like, it's one thing to piss away the 24th pick in the draft with Deonte Banks. It's another thing to piss away the number 7 overall pick. And if Evan Neal can refine his footing of his career at a guard, I don't know if he'll ever be worthy of the 7th overall pick, but I think there's a world where he could be a starting guard in this league. He can always be a good run blocker. Question is, can he pass protect? And when he has to play in space, can he do it? But yeah, it's been nothing but positive stuff from Evan Neal in training camp, and it's hard not to be hyped up about it. It is. It's really exciting. Make sure you are hooked up with our t-shirt, chatsports.com/Giants sale. This shirt, Giants, Nike, 50% off. Was 40, now 20. Get the dang shirt. Don't be weird. Where we at? We got any more? Yeah, got a couple more questions. Shout out to y'all. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Scott Phillips, what up? We need another wide receiver. What are they waiting for? There are a few good ones still left in free agency. Why not OBJ? Well, OBJ wasn't very good last year. And it's kind of like the backup quarterback theory. Look, I love Odell Beckham. Love to see him on this team. It's hard to have your most popular wide receiver be wide receiver 5, and then that guy does not play special teams, which he does. Maybe they want to give every opportunity to Bo Collins, Dalen Cambry, one of these UDFA guys. Like Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, those are the 2 big fish at free agency. Those guys are who they are. You can go sign them if Bo Collins doesn't step up to the plate in preseason. So That's kind of how I think they're thinking. We'll see if it pays off. Last one, my guy, LGNY fan. What are your expectations for Abdul Carter this season? Dominate. Dominate. That's how good he is. That's how special he is. Every person that has talked about him has raved about him. He should be in contention for Rookie of the Year on defense and dominate. That's why you get picked number 3rd. That's my expectations. Just dominate and make a big-time difference. I don't really have much more to say. He's that special. Remember when we talked about how special Malik Neighbors was in preseason and training camp? Look what he did. I feel even more confident that Abdul Carter is going to be better than I did with Malik Neighbors. And I said Malik Neighbors is already the best wide receiver in the NFC East before he played it down. And people still may not feel that way, but this time next year, we might all be feeling like he's the 3rd best receiver in football. If you're ready for the first preseason game, hit that thumbs up icon and make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, @MarshallGreen_.